Imagine for a second, you're standing in the middle of a packed arena. Thousands of students in blue corduroy jackets surround you, cheering as the lights suddenly dim. Then, the spotlight turns on. The state officer team walks into their positions across the arena. They begin their opening ceremony, and finally, the president steps forward onto the stages and said, "Good morning, FFA." Now, what I just described to you is my very first state FFA convention, and honestly, it was one of the coolest experiences of my life. But maybe you have no idea what state convention is. Maybe you've heard of FFA, but don't know what that actually does. Or maybe you've never even heard of FFA at all. If that's you, then you're in the right place. Welcome to FFA Simplified, where I'm your host, Zachary Jones, and my goal is to make FFA, simple for everyone to understand. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand why more than 1 million students across the country wear these blue jackets with pride. So today, let's answer one simple question. What is FFA? FFA stands for the Future Farmers of America, but today the organization is much more than its name suggests, being a national organization that teaches middle and high school students not just about agriculture, but about leadership, career readiness, and personal growth as well. And when I say agriculture, I mean all of agriculture, from raising animals like cows and chickens, to growing plants and trees, to learning about agricultural mechanics, biotechnology, environmental science, public speaking, and even business management. FFA has a place for almost everyone. And the mission of FFA is to prepare members for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. And while some members do end up becoming farmers, others become engineers, veterinarians, teachers, scientists, business owners, and countless other professions. At its core, FFA exists to help students become better leaders, better citizens, and better prepared for the future. Now, just how big is FFA? Well, there are over 1 million members spread across the United States and its territories. That's a lot of blue jackets. And those million-plus members are organized into several different levels that help keep FFA running. The first level is the national level. This is where many of the organization's biggest decisions are made. And the National FFA organization is headquartered in Indianapolis, Indiana. Below that is the state level. And here's a fun fact. There are actually 52 state associations in FFA. That's because in addition to the 50 states, FFA also includes Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now, next comes the area or district level, depending on your state. These divisions help organize events and activities on a more regional scale. And finally, we have what may be the most important level of them all, the local chapter level. These are your schools, your agricultural classrooms, and your fellow students. And the reason why this is the most important is because without these local chapters, none of the other levels could exist. Now, hopefully, this gives you an idea of just how large FFA truly is and how it has grown into a nationwide organization. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's great and all, Zach, but what can you actually do in FFA? Is it just more schoolwork? Well, my friend, lucky for you, there is much more to FFA than that. And some of the biggest opportunities come in the form of career development events, or CDEs, leadership development events, or LDEs, doing an SAE project, serving as an officer, and attending conferences and conventions. CDEs are competitions that allow students to apply what they've learned into a real-world scenario, whether it's livestock evaluation, floriculture, which I did, or forestry, you name it, and there's likely a competition out there for it. LDEs, though also a competition, focuses more on leadership and communication skills. These events include public speaking, parliamentary procedure, conducting meetings, interviewing skills, and much more. SAEs, or Supervised Agricultural Experiences, are hands-on projects that allow you to apply what you learned in the classroom to a real-world agricultural experience. Whether you're raising animals, growing crops, working on an agricultural business, or exploring an agricultural career, SAEs give you the opportunity to gain valuable skills and experience outside of the classroom. You can also choose to become an officer, helping lead your chapter, area, state, or even the national organization alongside a team of other officers. And finally, there are conventions and conferences. These events bring members together to celebrate accomplishments, learn leadership skills, meet new people, and make memories that can last a lifetime. So, why does FFA matter? Well, because agriculture matters. Every meal you eat, every piece of clothing you wear, and even the fuel in vehicles all begin with agriculture in one way or another. And as technology continues to change the world, agriculture will change alongside it. Today's industries in agriculture use drones, GPS systems, robotics, genetic research, and advanced technology that would have seemed impossible just a few decades ago. The world needs people who understand leadership, science, innovation, and agriculture. FFA helps students prepare to meet those challenges. It's not just preparing students for the agriculture of the past, but rather it's preparing students for the agriculture of the future. Personally, I joined FFA because I wanted to become part of something bigger than just my local community. I wanted to be involved in something that could make a difference and help create a better future. Although, if I'm being completely honest, I was also sort of dragged into it by a friend who needed another teammate for a CDE, but that's a story for another day. So, what is FFA? Well, as it turns out, it's a very versatile organization. From your local ag classrooms to convention centers in Indianapolis, FFA reaches every corner of America. And the opportunities, whether that's becoming an officer, competing in a CDE, attending conventions, or developing leadership skills, are nearly endless. That's it for today's video, and I hope you learned something new today. And whether you're already an FFA member or you're just discovering this organization for the first time, I hope this video is only the beginning of an amazing journey for you. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about FFA, make sure to stick around because we've only scratched the surface. Until next time, stay curious, and I'll see you later, future farmers.